You're looking at a picture of George Washington, and the reason why we're here at the Wye Mill is because this is the mill that provided some of the flour for Washington's troops during the Revolutionary War. And we're going to learn a lot more about the mill, and we're going to also learn a little bit about how you make flour. And joining me is John Nizer, who is the president of the Friends of the Wye Mill.
Charles, how you doing?
That's a pleasure.
Thanks for coming.
Let's talk a little bit about making flour. This operation has been around for a long, long time, but you know, it doesn't happen on its own. We watched you start a wheel. What did that do for us?
That gave power to the automated system that was invented by Oliver Evans in 1783. Prior to that, these mills were all hand labor, no sense of any type of mechanism except for the water wheel turning the stones. Our water comes from the headwaters of the Wye East River. Directly across the street is our mill pond. The mill pond has a gate that we open up that allows a flow of water that travels underground, under the road, to a cistern, into a penstock. Penstock holds the water until the miller opens up the gate. As it turns, it's connected to a wheel that has a belt going up to gears. We have a steel gear and we have a wooden gear. When those gears turn around, it does several things. This gear then turns a shaft that's connected to our top running stone. It's all powered by water. We are the oldest continuously operated water power mill in the entire United States. We are also one of the oldest commercial buildings still in use in the state of Maryland.
And just to let you know, they still produce grain here, and we're going to find out a little bit more about what they produce here and how they sell it to the public. A lot of people will look at the grounds here because this isn't a very large facility, but it has a lot of history in it. Talk about some of that history, if you will.
Well, originally on the shore, there was tobacco, and then after the Revolutionary War, it switched to wheat. So here on premise, Colonel William Emsley owned the mill during the Revolutionary War, so he was commissioned through George Washington to supply flour for the troops during that time.
Well, that's just a small historical fact that goes on here at the Wye Mill. If you want to find out more about it, we'll have information on our website. But for right now, let's go back to you in the studio.